Okay, also, you may be noticing right next to me this little number. This I love, and so do you. So many of you have ordered this and have this. This is your multi-cooker. It's the Durapan Nonstick multi-cooker. Look at that, you pop it up. This is gonna be the one that would be great if you are maybe cooking for a small portion or maybe for 1 or 2 folks. Not just a rice cooker, but yes, you can make your rice in here, but you can also do your chilies. You can also do your macaroni and cheese and your dips and those kinds of things. I love the ease of use. It comes, of course, with your cables. This is all Durapan non-stick, so it's easy for you to clean, easy to pop out and take with you. This is also, you can see those features right there along the top that keep warm. You can bake, you can slow cook, and you can multi-cook all in this one unit. One easy power button, and that's it. This is less than $40. It's a great take along with you. It's 739-381. That's the item number to get that home. Okay, so 1 hour down, another hour to go. And our 2 hours with Chef Curtis Stone. We're celebrating his 9th anniversary here at HSN. I'm Tamara Hooks, I'm your host. And let's talk about, this hour is gonna go very quickly because we've got a lot of those utensils that we need in the kitchen that maybe you've been needing to replace for a long time, like your peelers. Is the peeler that you're using, is it rusty? Does it slip out of your hand? Is it not ergonomic? This is a 3-piece stainless steel peeler set. So you now have a straight peeler, you have a julienne blade, and you have a corn blade. So you've got everything that you could possibly need. Customer picks, $20 to get home. You've got free shipping. Actually, on FlexPay, it's $5 to get home. Chef is standing by, and Chef, these are those kinds of things. If you don't have the right peelers, it just makes it more difficult.
You're so right. This is one of the most professional tools in the kitchen. It sounds simple, right? A peeler. Before I even get started, though, I want to show you this. I call this my workstation. It's a big silicon mat, which is wonderful for so many things, but look at the size of it. Now, I can put my cutting board on it, and guess what? It's not gonna slip around everywhere, but I'll show you what I'm using it for right now. I'm using it to peel, because it's not gonna make a mess. So you get 3 blades. This is the straight edge. By the way, you peel up, and you peel back down. So you can go in 2 directions, and you can see all of those shavings, all of those peelings being captured right here on my work surface. Then what you do is, let me just push that to one side. I can then go ahead and slice ribbons out of my cucumbers, out of my zucchinis, out of my carrots. Look at those beautiful big flat ribbons. I'm doing this with a peeler, you guys. It's not a specialty knife. Look at it. So, you know, you've got these amazing variety of different things that you can actually use. What about a carrot? Let's do something a little harder, right? Because a cucumber's nice and soft. Can it go through the carrot just as easily? You better believe it. Up and down. So you are peeling in 2 directions. That's a really big game changer. I move all of my peelings over. You can see how useful this incredible mat is. Same deal when I want to actually go ahead and make my beautiful slices. 2 directionals again. So I'm going up and down on that carrot, and I'm getting those what do we pay for those carrot noodles? Those zoodles, zucchini noodles. Look at my beautiful carrot slices right there. Let's get into something else. I've got a mango. So this is all with a straight edge, and I'm gonna get into the others in a second. Look at how quickly and simply you can peel something as hard as a mango. You've probably tried to peel one before and had a hard time with it. You can see how incredibly quick and easy it is with my peeler. You can peel stuff in no time whatsoever. All right, now I'm gonna change gears. Let me get something else. I'll use my julienne. You ready for this? Because all I do now is I run this straight along my zucchini, along my carrot, along any vegetable. You give it a quick turn, you keep going, just to give yourself a bit more space. Again, in seconds, you peel that entire vegetable, and have a look at the quantity of beautiful, whether you're using this for a salad or whether you're gonna blanch it, there's just so many wonderful things that you can do. And again, I'm just using all of this. By the way, I'm using my cutter and scraper. It's another one of my wonderful products that you'll fall in love with. Next, let's use the Cornhusker, because I know that we've only got a limited amount of time here. Okay. Watch this. I can go ahead and get all of those corn kernels off my corn. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
So with summer around the corner, we know corn season comes into its own. Think of the sweet corn soup that you'll be able to do.
Oh my gosh.
The succotashes that we'll all be making. So easy to use, Tamara. That's what I love about it.
This is when you go to the farmer's market and you buy as many ears of corn as you can, and you just go to town, because now you have an easy way to get the corn off of the ear, which is great. And you have your straight peeler, and you have your julienne, and these are those tools that you just need, because there's really not a good substitute if you don't have them. I love that we've got them for you on FlexPay. You're getting them home for $5, and you've got free shipping. Enjoy those. And they're customer picks. Thing is, almost everything that we're gonna feature in this hour is a customer pick, including the next item. We'll get to these in just a moment, those Durapan sheet pans. But 1,400 reviews on hsn.com for a 4.9 rated customer pick on hsn.com. Literally, nearly all 1,400 of those reviews are perfect ratings because of the multi-purpose roll-up trivet and drying rack. You're gonna get your choice of either the turquoise or the red or the stone gray. You're getting the rack itself, and you're getting these 2 suction silicone cups. So now you can dry your dishes, your bowls, your glasses, your pots and pans, and you can dry your utensils all together. $27.95. No more wet soaking rag with all of the dishes piled up. This just makes it easy. You've got free shipping on these. And let's jump in and talk about this. Chef, I mean, it literally makes life in the kitchen so much easier.
It sure does. Now, we started off with a trivet, 4.9 stars was his average review, over 1,000 reviews. We said, how do we improve on it? Because that's what we're like. And then we said, what if you gave yourself a little caddy to put the utensils in? Now, just for clarity, we put the suction cups on because you can use this one of 2 ways. You can either stick it to the side of your sink like that, and you can keep your soap, or you can keep your sponges or whatever you want in there. So yes, you can use it like that, or you roll it out, take the suction cups off. You can see they're not on here right now, right? And then you sit it in, and it fits perfectly into your trivet. So yes, it's still the same roll-up trivet that you all know and love, but now there's these wonderful little utensil caddies. So you've got somewhere to dry your utensils, because we figured that was missing. Yes, you'll be drying your dishes when they come out of the sink. Yes, you'll be drying your glassware. Of course, you'll be washing your fruits and your veggies on it as well. And look at how much stuff you can stack up. Best of all, when you're not using it, you just go ahead and you can roll it up and get it out of your way. So that's why we love it. You can use it over your sink. You can also use it to protect all of your kitchen counters. You just roll it on out whenever you need it. It fits perfectly into the dishwasher. Watch what I'm going to do here. I can take red hot pans, and I'm going to prove a little point. I've got a normal trivet here. That's a cork one, right? And you can make trivets out of literally anything. But look at this red hot pan that I've got here, and watch what I can do. I put that onto a normal trivet. Now, guys, this could be your kitchen counter.
Yes.
This could be your dining room table. It's going to get scorched by this hot pan. And then I'm going to put it on my trivet, which can go up to 500 degrees. And let's see it.
Oh,
put it down on you can see that scorch mark there, right?
Yes.
So that scorch mark, my friends, could be your dining room table. But watch this. I move it from the same hot pan. I can move it, and look, I can put my hand down on the trivet because the silicone absorbs the heat. So anything coming out of the oven, it can be 500 degrees. I mean, look at what I've got here. Red hot pans hitting my trivet, no problem whatsoever. So many people use it for so many different reasons. Now look, again, another big hot pot of soup. And you can see that steamy pan right there. Look, you can be using this on your dining room table. You can be using it outside. I made a little B-roll. I wonder if we could show the B-roll. This is of my old trivet, but it has the exact same purpose. We're going to get that ready and show it to you. And in the meantime, I'm going to the oven. Because anything that's coming out of the oven, guess what? You need somewhere for it to land.
That's right.
And yes, you can also use this trivet as a roasting rack. So look what I've done.
Oh, wow.
I've roasted my chicken on top of that beautiful trivet, so you can now use this as a roasting rack, as a drying rack. There's really so many great ways to do it. I'm going to bring this over to you, Sebastian. That's hot up, don't touch it. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and do some frying. So I've got a red hot pan, you can see right here. Even when I'm frying, I put some French fries into the oil. You can still bring that pan over here to the trivet without any danger that you're going to damage. So just as an example, I know you wouldn't do this, but I'm just showing you, whether it's my beautiful Durapans or this clunky old cast iron thing that we've got here. Let me show you that. Red hot. This is the one that just burnt the trivet and I put it back on the heat.
Yes.
No problem. On my trivet is absolutely no problem.
No worries there, and that's why these are customer picks, because for a lot of folks, they have had that issue with traditional trivets. And usually even traditional trivets, not only do they scorch, they're this big. Do you see how many pans, how many different pots, how many different pans that you could put on this one trivet? It's 20 inches long, it's 16.9 inches wide, so it's really gonna be a great size for if you wanted to use it as a drying rack or a trivet. Over 1,800 of these over 1,900 of these have been ordered. If you don't have yours yet, you get them in the stone gray, the red, or the turquoise. I love when you're not using them, they roll up. You're getting the the suction utensil trays as well, pockets as well, so you can see those. And these just make it even better. So Chef made a good thing even better. I wanna make sure you get yours. I love, Chef, as you were showing, red hot pans, straight off the oven, straight out of the oven, straight off the stovetop, and it was no match for these trivets.
And Tamara, here's the cool thing. Once you're done drying your dishes, it just rolls on up so simply, right? You remove these, and then of course you can use these sides. Watch this. It's really cool because it just fits right on in there on one side, right on there at the other, and you can go ahead and store it like that. So it takes up virtually no space whatsoever. And of course you won't be storing it because it'll constantly be out. You'll be always using this over your sink, and then when you want to access the sink again, guess what? You just roll it up and in you go. Now, I do have the small trivet as well. This is my compact trivet, and I'm going to show you just a little B-roll because I want you to see all the different uses for it. There's just so many ways. No matter what it is that's coming out of your oven, you can drop it straight on the trivets. It goes up to 500 degrees, so it can literally go in the oven as well as a roasting rack. Oh, look at this. It's even used in the laundry room to put a hot iron directly on it because, of course, that's never going to get to 500 degrees. So people keep them in the bottom of their sink so there's no clanging and banging when you drop your dishes in. People, of course, are using them in so many different ways. I love reading all your emails and reviews, by the way, you guys. They make me laugh. Some of the inventive ways. I got an email from someone in Canada who used it specifically to dry his golf clubs when he got back from a round of golf, and I was like, okay, I would never have thought of that one. You know, there's just so many cool ways that you're baking on it, you're putting hot things on it, and then, of course, you're drying your dishes and washing your veggies on it as well.
Love it. If you want the compact one, it's 13 by 9. If you want the one that you see right here, this is the bigger one, it's 20 by almost 17, okay? So it is, for a bigger area. So definitely go for that. Something else I wanted to show you is the universal countertop stand. And this is great because it gives you a lot of options for when you are maybe, you need to, as a matter of fact, we're gonna show Chef, maybe when you need additional storage for a lot of different things. We're gonna go to Chef and see more.
Look, yeah, this is so cool. Look, I've got my little universal stand here. I love it because you can take your bakeware. It gives you, we actually use these in my pie shop in Beverly Hills all the time because we need places to cool the pies, right? So they come out, they go straight on the top here. So this is a great tool. And then if you do have the trivets, watch this. It works so brilliantly together because you can just layer that trivet straight over the top. Look, I've just missed the top there, just like so. And then that gives you all of that sort of non-stick. I mean, we do put the silicone top on there as well, but it just gives you a little bit more strength, especially if you've got smaller trays. And I think Rochelle's got me set up in the oven here. Thanks, Rochelle. Grab one out with me, Rochelle. You did the bacon. You should take a little of the credit too. So now you can go ahead and put multiple little cakes or bakes on there so you can sort of let those cool down really nicely. So the universal stand is really a winner, as well as the trivet. And by the way, all my bakeware is back in stock. We have this set of 3 sheet pans. You've got to go to hsn.com. We've got 9 by 13 full-size sheet pans, mini sets, you name it, and it's there for you. So go have a lot of fun.
All there if you want to go ahead and pick up that universal countertop stand. So countertop, kitchen cabinets, in the fridge, under the sink, anywhere you need lifts and levels, even when you are preparing maybe a buffet and you want to have something raised and elevated a little bit more. These are great. 680331 is the item number on that one. Okay, don't forget, we also have the Faroe Island salmon coming up. And I know a lot of you are already jumping in to get that. So smart shopping. All right, let's talk about these. You hear everybody here at HSN raving about them, but not just us. Everybody who's used them, because you couldn't burn something on here if you tried. You're getting a set of 2 sheet pans. What I'll say is, you wouldn't have anything stick to this if it burned on this, if you tried. You're getting a set of 2 of the Durabake sheet pans. These are 17.5 inches long, 12.5 inches wide. You're looking here at the red. We also have them in gold. This one is dark gray, and we've got turquoise. These are customer picks. These are a feature price. You can see we took about $12 off the price, so definitely go for it. Chef, we can't rave about these enough. Nothing sticks to these pans.
They're so good. Listen, it started with my Durapans, and a customer wrote to me and said, you've got to do it in Bakeware. And they were so right. We absolutely did. And you're going to be blown away once you get to see how this is working. Look, we've done a lasagna. Oh, you know what? I'm going to start with my nachos. I just love nachos. And Tamara, look at how this works. I'm going to take one of my oven mitts off, which are a product that you can pick up on today, and have a look at the cheesiness of these nachos. And watch how nothing sticks to the pan.
Yes.
All you're going to do is give it a real quick scrape. I'm using my cutter and I mean, look at that.
Look at that.
Nothing is sticking to the pan. And normally, you know what it's like with nachos. You'd be scrubbing this baby. You'd be soaking it. But all I'm going to do is take a towel. You'll see it hasn't bent or bowed in the oven, which is very, very cool as well. Made out of carbon steel, so very strong. In fact, let me jump in the animation and show you exactly how we build the bakeware, because once you see it, then you're like, right, that's why it doesn't scratch. That's why it doesn't bend and bow in the kitchen. We start off with cold rolled steel. It's carbon steel, which is cold rolled, so it's extra strong, and that's why it doesn't warp or buckle. Then we go ahead and put the exact same Durapan finish on this bakeware that we put on all of our cookware. And that's a really important thing. It can go up to 450 degrees in the oven, which we absolutely love, because you can even bake your pizzas on it, you can bake breads, and of course you can use it just to reheat foods as well. Great for roasting veggies. And look at what I'm doing here, finishing off that beautiful nacho tray. I mean, you start off with something really simple and you end up with something really, really beautiful. Okay, I'm going back to my oven. By the way, my oven mitts are available, you guys. Like I said, there's over 100 products at hsn.com, and we would love you to go shop the selection. But look at this. Oh, nachos. Then lasagna. Now, you see me still use my trivet. I drop these hot pans straight on down. But what I'm going to do here is take that big old tray and look at this. This is lasagna.
Look at that.
It's a sheet pan. Now, obviously, you'd leave it in the dish, but I just wanted you to see how it literally slides right off the pan.
Oh, my gosh.
Unbelievable. And then the cleanup is this simple. You get a towel. You come on in. You give it a wipe. I mean, it's crazy, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then I wipe up that front. Spotless in seconds. I mean, the beautiful thing is when you've got bakeware that does the work that you want it to, that you need it to, whether it's doing things like the lasagna or whether it's just doing a beautiful sheet pan dinner, because I've gone ahead and done salmon, I've got asparagus, I've got some lemon and some tomato. Thanks, Matt. I'm just going to slide the whole lot out. Dinner can literally be done by throwing ingredients on a tray, on your beautiful big sheet tray, that is. Let me grab a wet towel. And I'll just go ahead, give that a real quick old wipe. And look at that, spotless in seconds.
Yes.
Crazy, right?
They really, I mean, they really
what colors do you have?
And let me share with you, because these are getting really limited. If you want the gold, we've got about 200 left, and then we say goodbye to the gold. These are the ones that I have. If you want the gray, we're pretty good in gray, this deep gray. Turquoise, we have about 400 left, and then we say goodbye to turquoise. And we will get them back in, but it takes a while. And if you're saying, I need them now, then go for it. And then this is the red. this is the deal. What you're going to love is that, A, you're not soaking a pan. If you saw the way that lasagna slipped off and you're saying, I usually have to soak my lasagna pan, you're not soaking the pan because all of the food releases. And as somebody who bakes, I love to bake, one of the most nerve-wracking parts of baking is it going to release off the pan, or am I gonna tear up those cookies trying to get them off? You never worry about that. This is never gonna bow. This is never gonna bend. I can't even express to you how strong these are. They stay nice and flat. They stay nice and non-stick no matter how often you use it. And don't just use it for baking. Like the chef said, use it for your meals. I put my roasted Brussels sprouts in, and I do it weekly. Never have a problem with these. I encourage you, especially if you want the gold, these are going fast. The turquoise is right behind it. And these are the big ones, 17.5 inches long, 12.5 inches wide. Chef, we're coming back.
Okay, so here's the cool part. You can go into your oven. You can pull out, whether it's a beautiful set of pastries that you've just baked. I mean, straight down onto my trivet as well, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead, use my cutter and scrape out to lift these up, because I want you to see that even these beautiful pastries, they leave no residue whatsoever. Look how crunchy these are coming out of the oven. I'm using my electric knife to cut through that. And have a look. I mean, just so beautiful. Whether you're serving these for a brunch or for a lunch, I'm using my little cutting board and the electric knife. Like I say, all these products, you guys, are available for you at HSN. I think we're down to just a couple of hundred of these melamine platters right now.
Yes.
The pop-up cooler that everybody picked up on before, congratulations. I think it's almost gone. Rich, bring it back over so I can show everyone one last time, because I think it'll probably be the last time I get to hold it up for you, which is a bummer, because we're not going to get it back in stock before summer's over. But have a look at this. See how those cookies are dancing around on my sheet tray, and this one
Yes.
totally stuck.
Yes.
You know, so this is the one you've probably got in your cabinet right now, aluminum, and then you have to go in and try and scrape them. You end up breaking your cookies when this could be the option. They literally just move around. Now, last warning for you guys, if you want to pick up on my pop-up cooler, it pulls down to this, right? So it takes up no space. We're going to flash it up for you. Let me bring it up. Just move that board for me, Matt. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to bring it up here. It's full of ice and full of drinks, and it's still not that heavy. You know, that's the cool part. It's actually not insane. By the way, you just pop the lid off and you go straight on in and you get in an ice-cold beer, an ice-cold drink. I'll show it to you. That's the little hutch.
Look at that.
And then if I unzip it, you can see right there, you know, that's how you fill it. And then, of course, when you want to drink, you're just going to zip it back up.
Yes.
And pop right on in and get yourself a cold one.
Yes.
Great for Father's Day.
Do it. I know that those are getting really limited. Actually, everything that you're seeing right now is getting really limited. If you want the cooler, go ahead and pick it up. Great gift idea for any time, especially this time of year. But if you want the gold, it's two pans. So if you want the gold, we've got about 100 left, and then that's it. If you want the turquoise, these are going quickly as well. We've got in the 300s left, and then that's it, and that's turquoise. This is that dark gray, and we also have the red. Whichever color you get, I'm just telling you, you gotta have these in your kitchen. You're never soaking anything. You're never scraping anything off. You're never leaving, food is never getting stuck in those corners. You're never have anything bow, and you're never gonna have hot spots and cold spots because it always stays nice and flat. And I know that we have to go, but literally, I could talk about these for an hour. I'm crazy about them. Go for these. These are the bigger ones, 17.5 by 12.5. We do have a set of 2 of the smaller pans. Let me show them to you right here. 13.5 by 9.5. And actually, I'm gonna move them over, I'm sorry, to put them next to this so you can see the size difference, okay? So it's about a 13.5 by 9.5, and you're getting 2 of them. So if you want or need the smaller sheet pan set of 2, these are customer picks as well. You can go for those. If you want to get a set of the big ones and a set of the small ones, now you're talking. These are 623-953. Enjoy if you want the set of 2 of the smaller pans. Same colors as well. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We've got the salmon coming up on the other side.
Chef Curtis Stone has circled the globe in search of inspiring dishes.
One of the top 10 most magical things I've ever done in my life.
And now you can cook along with him.
Perfectly cooked steak makes me very happy.
See where he goes, make what he makes, and do it all again.
Perfecto. So many flavors, I can't even describe it.
This is Travel, Cook, Repeat with Curtis Stone. Watch the series free on the QVC and HSN streaming service, available on your streaming device.
We'll have you seeing stars at HSN during our Stars of Summer weekend. Shop 3 days jam-packed with an all-star lineup. Join our best and brightest designers, celebrities, and guests as they share everything you need to make this your best summer yet. Plus, we're celebrating the anniversaries of Chef Curtis Stone and Samantha Brown with 4 or more FlexPay. From fashion to beauty, fitness to food to electronics, and so much more. You'll find it all during our Stars of Summer weekend. Ends tonight on HSN and at hsn.com.
Well, you're watching HSN. We are talking Chef Curtis Stone for, gosh, the next 30 minutes. We've had a great 2-hour show, and I hope that you've been here and found some things that you wanted. But if what you really need is to completely revamp the cookware that you've been using, you're kind of piecemealing different pots and fry pans, and you're saying, I want one cohesive set. Well, let me share with you. Chef Curtis Stone has a 17-piece set. You're getting fry pans of different sizes. You are getting saucepans of different sizes. You get the great Dutch oven size with the lid, and I'll tell you, everything that you see is nonstick, that Durapan nonstick, so you never have to worry about food getting stuck in there. This is a retail value of $337. You've got an amazing price here, and free shipping, and FlexPay, so you're literally getting all 17 pieces home for $42 on your credit card. And we've got all 8 colors still, I believe, but some of those colors are literally handful left. We've got black and turquoise. There is that great cherry. We've got classic blue. There's that deep red. We have it in stone gray. There's the turquoise, and we even have a couple left in white, okay? So if you want to, 741-285, I really do encourage you. It just makes cooking easier when you have really great cookware. It took me a long time to learn that, but I finally learned it. All right, and so now what are we cooking? Oh, how about salmon? We've been waiting to get here. This is, I'll tell you, when it comes to the tops of the food that Chef Curtis Stone brings to us, this is it. You're getting an 8-pack, 6 ounces each, of the skinless Faroe Island salmon fillets. And these are amazing. If you love salmon, but it's gotta be juicy. It can't be dry. It's gotta be the right cut. It's gotta be right in every way. You're gonna fall in love with this. We've got it at a feature price and on auto ship, which means you get to keep that price going forward. These are customer picks with 282 reviews on hsn.com. We're gonna go and talk to Chef to talk about what makes the Faroe Island salmon different from other salmon.
Listen, it is just so delicious, Tamra. It's the highest rated food item at HSN, period. Okay, 4.8 stars is its average review. Let me show it to you. First of all, it flakes and tastes so incredible. I'm gonna pop one on my board here. I'm gonna use my brand new fish knife, which you can pick up on as well. Look at how this fish just flakes. I mean, it is so moist and juicy. Look at the inside of this fish. To think that it was frozen, but the beauty, the secret of it, Tamra, is it's frozen at its absolute freshest point. I'm gonna move that to one side. I need to show you one more. I mean, every single piece just falls apart. Now, it is so healthy. Go speak to your doctor about it. He will tell you, she will tell you, eat it twice a week. You know, it is so good for you because of the omega-3s, because of those essential fatty acids that you're getting. Now, let me show you where it comes from, because this is the important part. the Faroe Islands. Oh my goodness, this place is pristine. Okay, ice cold water comes out of those fjords and hits the ocean. It's a natural breeding ground for the salmon. What you're seeing there are the beautiful big aquaculture facility. So what this is, it is farmed salmon, you guys, but it lives in the ocean in its natural environment. Why is farmed important? Well, because it's sustainable. It's the only sustainable way to take fish out of the ocean. And of course, here we're talking about a very healthy production. It means low density in those pens, so the fish have room to swim around and move. You want them to be very active. You want them to really exercise, because that's a natural production. You also need the food to be very natural. So we're talking about non-GMO, all-natural diet that these salmon lead. Then freshness. Let's talk freshness. These fish are taken from the ocean. They're processed that day. Let me show you it. I've got an entire side here, and I'll show you what we do. We take the side of salmon on the day it comes out of the water. We remove the collar. We remove all the bones along the belly. We remove all the bones along the top side of the fish. And then we remove that tail because it's too thin. We give that to someone else, not to you. We remove the skin. We remove the pin bones. Then we portion perfect 6-ounce portions out of the center cut. Of course, the center cut is more valuable than the belly or the tail or the collar. So we bring you the best of the best. Thanks, Matt. And I'm going to show it to you. This is how you'll receive it. You get 8 perfect. They're flash frozen, of course, but perfect. So when you defrost it, and this is all you need to do, we individually package it. So you take one of these out. I'll just give it a little rub so you can see it is frozen solid. Go ahead and drop those in for me, bud. Thanks, Matt. You'll take one out. You'll stick it onto my thawing cutting board. By the way, I'm using my cutting board, which is also a thawing board. You stick it on that. About 40 minutes later, it's perfectly defrosted, and you can cook it. Remove it from its packaging, of course, but have a look. Richie's cooking these for what, Richie? 3 minutes on each side, maybe? And 2.5, yeah. Wow. You know, look, it really depends on whether you want it still a little pink, you know, but you can have dinner in the freezer, and when you return it to perfectly flash frozen, you know, that's the beautiful thing. Because, Tamara, if you buy your fish from a market, guess what? Let me explain the process. It comes from wherever they source their fish. That might take a day, right? Fresh. Then it goes to a distribution center. It might sit there for a day or maybe 2. Then it goes to the market. It might sit there for a day or 2. And then you take it home. And if you cook it on the night you bought it, it's 5 or 6 days out of the water. Wow. Mine's out of the water for a day, right? So you're getting the freshest possible seafood. Look at this beautiful salmon. Now, I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm going to just put that gorgeous flake salmon onto my melamine platter. I have this for you. Key West seasoning. This is my salt-free lemon, and this is that beautiful Best of the Bay. It does come in a set of 3. I'm going to move them just over here, and then I'm going to sprinkle just a little of that, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. Don't skimp, pick up on that seasoning. You don't need to use very much of it because the fish is already so wonderful. Guys, I've had emails from people that said, I've never, ever liked salmon. My wife made me try it, and now I'm hooked. I love it. I'm eating it twice a week. The doctor's happy with me. I mean, it really is a game changer.
It really is. And you know what? Sometimes, that's so true. Sometimes it takes somebody else to kind of introduce it to you and let you know how great it is. And sometimes you just have to try it. And that's what you're doing today. Call us, shop on hsn.com, order. I'll tell you, I love salmon, but I'm with you. I didn't know, and I love that Chef educates us about usually how long it takes, you know, when you buy it other places for it to get to your, you know, your table. What you thought was fresh is not as fresh as it could be. This is 1 day. That's what it is, and it tastes like it. And look at this. Look at the size of these. This is 6 ounces. This is a perfect portion size. This is gonna be great and definitely enough for you, particularly whether you're trying to, you know, on purpose eat healthy, or you just want good food. That's what you're looking at here. I was eating while Chef was talking, and it literally melts in your mouth. I barely even had to chew. That's what, if you have to chew, you know, your food over and over, if you have to chew your salmon, maybe it's not the right salmon. This is so flaky and so, it just melts in your mouth. Look, it's gone. I barely had to chew because it's so soft and so flaky. I want you to get it. Number one, hands down, this is the best of the best. You've got a huge customer pick. Try it. Call us or shop on hsn.com. We're gonna go back to the chef. I want you to see more. Over 1,700 of these have been ordered, but it doesn't matter if you haven't ordered yours. Now is the time for you to get yours.
So there's only about 400 of you that can get this still on the auto ship, guys, so grab it while you can. I'm gonna show you this too. This is my 8-pack of cedar wraps. They're beautiful little American red cedar. They're gorgeous little wraps. You've probably never seen them before, but let me show you how they work. You soak them in a little water, right, just for 10 minutes. Pop it onto your cutting board, and I'll move this out of my way. Then you get yourself a piece of salmon, just like that. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of spice. That's my salt-free salmon seasoning. You literally wrap this up, okay? So this is a new product that we have for you. And then you take a little piece of twine, you tie it, you throw the whole thing onto the grill. It works a bit like a cedar plank. It's more affordable, and by the way, it's more delicious because the cedar is all the way around it. So have a look at what we've done. We've cooked some asparagus, and we've gone ahead and cooked some salmon as well in a cedar wrap. So you can cook all sorts of things, shrimp, you name it, and then you just tear it open, and you see the asparagus right there. You see that gorgeous salmon right there. I actually leave it in the pan, and have a look at how this flakes up. So if you've never tried the cedar planks, the cedar wraps are brand new, and the flavor that you will get from this fish, it's almost like a hot smoke. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Just try them. Just try them once.
Just try them. And
get them on auto ship too.
You see how easy they are. They are on auto ship. If you're on auto ship for the salmon, the Faroe Island salmon, you've got to try the cedar wraps. It just makes it easy. And this is the thing. You know, when it comes to, again, putting quality food on the table, sometimes you have to look far and wide. You're not gonna be able to just go down to your local grocery store to find the kind of quality that you're getting here. If you were to go to a restaurant and spend a lot of money, you'd spend probably the price of, of our 8-pack for one plate of amazingness of what this is. You're getting 8 pieces, 6 ounces a piece, perfectly cut in the right cut. As Chef was educating us, the tail is too thin. All of the bones are removed. It's the center cut. This is where if you were to go to a fish shop and you kind of direct them of, this is the part of the salmon that I want, they'd probably look at you sideways and then jack up the price. They'd give it to you, but then the price would go up. I love that you've got the best of the best for 4 flex of $22.49. We're gonna go back to Chef. We wanna see more, and I'm gonna eat some more too.
Well, look, I'm just hitting this one with a little bit of spice, this one with a little bit of seasoning. Here's how the salmon flakes up. I'm using my brand new fish knife. Have a look. Now, this one's cooked all the way through. Richie was giving me some that were pink. These ones are all the way through. And you know what? That's personal preference. It's up to you. That's why we cook it different ways for you. If you want to be sure and know exactly how it's cooked, this is what you use. It's my Kinetic Thermometer. You give it a shake. I can't believe everything is still on free shipping. I was so shocked. It works the same way your wristwatch does. It works off kinetic energy, so it doesn't require a battery ever, ever, ever. You go ahead and probe that into the thickest part of that salmon, and we're at 130. That is exactly right. That means it's well done or cooked all the way through, which if that's how you like your salmon, this will still taste juicy. It will not dry out like some salmon does. But of course, for me, I like it a little pinker, and I think that's the right way to eat it. But I'll tell you what, I'll have a taste of this, even though it's cooked through. Let's see. Let's see. It's still moist. Mm-hmm. It's still moist, even when it's cooked that way.
That's the test.
No bones, no skin. Right. So it literally, you defrost it. 2.5 minutes on either side, and it is so simple. Thanks, Matt. I'll take a new board. And then what I'm going to do is grab, now we've marinated this. This has been a wet marinade, right? So we've put some herbs. So whether you're using your fork or you're using my fish knife, look how succulent and juicy that fish is.
That looks so good.
So yes, you can marinate, but you don't have to. It's very, I mean, look, as I turn it over, it's literally falling apart. You can see the moisture still in that salmon, can't you?
Wow.
And when you taste this, it's clean, it's pure, it's got a tiny sweetness to it.
Right.
Pristine is how I like to describe it, and that's because of where it comes from. Fish is a product of its environment. And in the Faroe Islands, you know, you've seen it. It is just beautiful.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I'd love to show you again where it comes from, because that's the difference.
Yeah.
And when we talk about what we offer, okay, that's what we mean, those icy cold waters.
Right, pristine waters. And by the way, the Faroe Islands are a natural breeding ground for the salmon. What does that mean? That means the salmon want to go there because it's the most healthy place for them to be, and that's what they choose as their breeding grounds, right? We've then gone up and created the aquaculture there because of its environment. It's pristine, it's clean, it's not near anything else, it's not near any pollution. It is absolutely wonderful.
Look,
100% all natural food, no GMO. You can just see the results, you can taste the difference. The reason this gets that average huge review, goodness me, you're down to a couple of hundred of you now that can pick this up on the auto ship. Guys, it sells out every time I bring it. I thought we'd still have some for tomorrow's show, but it doesn't look like it's gonna make it. Now look at how this just flakes up.
Look at that.
I mean, by the way, these new fish knives that we've brought to you, I think eating fish is every bit as exciting as eating a piece of steak. The design of a fish knife means that you can get underneath the fish. You can really use that big, broad knife to help you onto the fork, right? So it's actually an old English thing. We're sending them home to you in a pack of 4. They're absolutely beautiful. And, you know, I'm so proud of them, because eating salmon like this really should be an occasion.
Yes.
It comes in that gorgeous gift box, and we're gonna flash that up for you on the screen as well. But you will just fall in love with these gorgeous fish knives.
So you
also wonderful spreaders. If you want to serve it cheese or pate, they're really multifunctional.
So you have the whole, I mean, you've got it all in one fell swoop with one phone call or a couple of clicks of the mouse. This is the way that your salmon is coming to you. You don't have to go all the way to Iceland. We will deliver it to you once or on auto ship, so that you're never without it. You're getting 8 pieces individually frozen from day one. Okay, not days and days and days later. So you're getting the freshest that it could possibly be, 6 ounces a piece, and these are amazing. You know how they say you are what you eat? You're eating the best of the best. 078-612 is the item number to get that home. And I also wanted to mention, because we were sharing with you, the Cedar wraps, you might have been noticing this Durapan nonstick oval fry pan. Love it. Riveted on handles on both sides, so it makes it easy for you to use this in the oven or even stovetop as well. And this is gonna be great if you're doing multiple pieces of salmon, or even if you're doing your ribeye steak or your pork, whatever the case is. We've got, what was that, 2 colors for you? Black or red, and you can go ahead and order that one. It is 4 flex payments of $8.24. I think this is a shape that a lot of people maybe don't have, but you will find that you're gonna get a lot of use out of that, so enjoy. I have to say goodbye to the salmon for now, but I will be back. I'm gonna order that one on auto ship. I hadn't gotten it on auto ship yet, but if I can quickly get it, then I will go ahead and order that one on auto ship. Let's talk about this mini multi-cooker. We gave you a quick preview of it at the beginning of this hour, and it's been very popular. Several hundred of you have already picked it up. It's the Durapan. I'll show you the Durapan nonstick on the inside, mini multi-cooker. We call it multi-cooker because of this. It's not just rice. It's a keep warm, it bakes, it slow cooks, and it multi-cooks. And there's a power button right there, easy for you to use. I'm gonna set this one down and pop that open so that you can see Durapan nonstick on the inside. This is gonna be great for smaller portions, for 1 or 2 people, for sides, whatever the case is, or even for on the go. We took $10 off of our regular HSN price. This is new and exclusive. You order it in lavender. We've got it for you in this really pretty cherry. We've got it in the turquoise blue. Here's black, and this one is red. We're coming straight to the chef with our multi-cooker.
Oh, yes. Now, Tamara, this is such a great little product. By the way, we've put this little handle on so you can pick it up and carry it around, because it is very portable. Also, the lid is hinged. So one thing a lot of people loved was you'll never lose that lid. Now, I've actually started by sauteing a little bit of ground beef in here. And to do this recipe, you need dry pasta, you need a little water, and you need some tomato sauce, right? So we send you home with a variety of different recipes. You close that, you choose multi-cook. 25 minutes later or 30 minutes later, guess what? this is what happens. You end up with that perfectly cooked pasta. I'm going to use my towel to just lift that on out, close it down, and out comes that perfectly cooked spaghetti bolognese. So you throw all those ingredients dry, even the pasta in dry, and then when it's time to, I'm using my peeler again. You saw me do that at the top of the hour. They are very, very popular, you guys. A little bit of Parmesan cheese over the top. Now, I did read a comment on my, on a review that asked, how do we clean that stainless steel lid? Now, what you do is you let it cool down, and in fact, let me show you one that is cool. This is just a little sample here. This is what you do. It literally just pops right off. The whole thing just pops off. You throw it in the dishwasher, and then when you're ready to put it back on, you just pop it straight on back like that. Now, we also have this cute little steamer that is a great little attachment. We actually developed hundreds of recipes for this. We wrote a book, which unfortunately we've sold out of, but if you have a look in the back here of our instruction manual, you will see we're sending you home with some recipes. So some of the recipes that we're making here today, you'll actually get home as well. So very, very simple and easy. Now, I would excuse you for looking at this and thinking, oh, it's a rice cooker. Yeah, it is. It's a wonderful rice cooker, but also so much more. I put in a cup of rice, about a cup and a tablespoon of stock. You can add salt if you want. Press it. This is how easy it is to use, you guys. You press the button. It'll go to multi-cook. If you want slow cook, press it again. Bake, you press it again. Keep warm, you can keep cycling through. Once you've gotten it, it'll flash for 3 seconds. Once it's sort of, and then it'll hold solid, and that means it's activated. Let's come over to the purple one and see how the rice looks when it's cooked. Very simple and easy to use, this machine, you guys. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to flip it on over. Of course, you'll leave it for just a second so you can handle it. Look, if you want that rice to be crisp on the bottom, add a tablespoon of oil. And listen, hear that? There's a little bit of crispiness to that rice. If you leave it for another 5 minutes or so, it'll actually get quite caramelized and brown. But look how fluffy and perfect that rice is. Oh, wow. And what do you want to have with your rice? You want to have a beautiful curry, don't you? Let me move the lid out of the way. This is what I love about it. You can cook the curry in it, unplug this, take it to work, take it to school, take it to the office, take it to a hotel, and then when you get there, guess what? You just go ahead, plug it back in the back. If I can, which way am I doing it? I'm doing it upside down, silly me. You plug it into the back, you'll see it come to life, and when you're ready to use it, you just press the button, go to multi-cook, and you're away. Now, I've done a chicken curry, another one of those great recipes that we developed for you. Let me check it out. The chicken curry is just so beautiful and simple, and, you know, all you do is dump all the ingredients in. There's really hardly any work to do. Durapan on the inside, so the cleanup is, as you would expect, very, very simple and easy. A little bit of garnish. So, whether you're cooking for one, whether you're cooking for two, sometimes even in a big family, you come home, you're cooking for one, right? But I think nearly 30% of the homes in America, 28% actually, have one person living in them. So we all know people that live on their own, and some of us do, and that's okay. It's great. I'm doing a risotto, and have a look at this beautiful risotto. Just because you live alone doesn't mean you don't deserve a beautiful dinner. And you can do it now. So I'll put some peas, some asparagus. I'll put so you're just showing that arborio rice to start, a little bit of the Parmesan cheese. You give that a bit of a mix down like so. You leave it for just maybe a minute or two for that asparagus and pea to cook. You finish it off with just a couple of those knobs of butter, and you come back to a perfectly creamy risotto. So we'll come back to that one in just a minute. Over here, have a look at what I've done. I mean, look at these beautiful stewed fruits, you guys. Talk about dessert that just will make you sing. I mean, have a look at this. All those beautiful cherries and berries. You can put peaches and nectarines. And of course, you think to yourself, oh, what if it sticks down the bottom? Because a lot of these little cookers would, but mine has the Durapan, and I want to show you the cleanup. I'm noticing that because we put sugar in here, there's a bit of caramel in there. It looks like it's sticking. Well, guess what? With the Durapan, you give it that one wipe out, and you've got a spotless bowl literally in seconds. I'll put a little bit of granola over the top of that, and you're able to cook beautiful food. There's also a bake function on this, which is really cool. So whether you're doing a frittata or a little cornbread, you know, those little jobs that you sort of think, oh, it's just for me, or maybe there's two of us. Right. Have a look at that. Oh, wow. You know, gorgeous. So, so beautiful. And that frittata, I'm going to go ahead and see how you get the caramelization. Even though it's a multi-cooker. Yes. So cool, right?
It really is. Look at that. And that was all in the same cooker that you did the rice, that you did the, the curry, all in the same one. I'm telling you, as you're looking at the colors and you're choosing, I'm holding up the red because it's the one that's gonna go first. It's the most limited. We only have 125 left in red. So if you wanted this one, it's this beautiful, rich Chef Curtis Stone deep red. If you want this one, you can't wait too long. I don't want you to put it in your shopping cart on hsn.com and just leave it there because someone might come in and, and take it. Go ahead and order, particularly if you want that red. But we still have it in black and turquoise. This one is called cherry, and you can see it's brighter than the red. And then this one is lavender. I love, as Chef was talking about, great for portions if you maybe are cooking for one. There are so many people also in our multi-person households who maybe have this special diet. Like my sister-in-law, she's vegan, but nobody else is. So when I cook for her, I have to cook in a smaller portion. This would be perfect. Maybe you have somebody in your household who's gluten-free, or for whatever reason they don't like cheese or they don't want this or that, and you don't want to cook too much. You want to cook something special for them. This is that perfect size. Maybe for you, it's like all of us. Last year, we went a little bit crazy on the junk food, and now we need to watch our portions. This is a great portion control. It's not that you're limiting yourself. You're just not eating the whole dessert, a dessert for 8 people. You've got portion control. It's great for on the go, great for at home, great for just quick, put your ingredients in, you turn it on, and you let the multi-cooker cook for you. And it's less than $40. And this, what I love that Chef Curtis Stone did, is that he created it his way with the Durapan Nonstick. So yes, it's a mini, but it still has all of the quality that you would expect from anything from Chef Curtis Stone. And we're showing you desserts, we're showing you fondue, we're showing you've got breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinner, anything, all in one. If you want the red, you do have to be quick. In a minute, I'm gonna give you last call on this red though. Over 400 of these have been ordered. I don't want you to miss out. It's not just for rice. But Chef, we're gonna come on back to you to see more. I say it's not just for rice, but it makes perfect rice.
It does make perfect rice, I'm not gonna lie. Now, don't forget about this gorgeous little steamer because it is so, so wonderful, and I've got it in action here. Have a look. I lift the lid and you get all that beautiful steam come on out. Now, I'm going to take those gorgeous steamed veggies. Now, yes, it's a smaller size, but for 1 or 2 people, absolutely perfect. And look what I've got underneath. It's not just water bubbling away. I actually cooked some shrimp with a little bit of garlic and white wine.
Oh, wow.
So you've got an entire meal there for 2 people. And maybe, yeah, you could get 2 of these if you wanted, because you could also be cooking the rice, because it is that perfect rice cooker. Now, over here, Tamara, I'm actually going to reveal that risotto that you saw me making a little bit before. I put the peas and the asparagus in, and I said they just needed that extra minute. Have a look at how perfect this comes out.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it is so, so easy to use. And when it's the Durapan, yeah, you can throw that in the dishwasher, or you can just give that real quick wipe out. And for that individual person in your life that is constantly cooking for one, how many of us, seriously, how many people that live on their own think, you know what, it's just me, I won't bother. I'll open a can of soup. I'll just get a sandwich.
Right.
No, you deserve a delicious meal too. You do. And it can be really quick and simple. I've made a chili. And with chili, you think about it, it does take a little bit of time, and that's why we put a slow cook function on this for you. So you've got the bake and you've got the slow cook function. I'm just gonna lift that gorgeous chili out, sit it in my bowl here, and watch the cleanup. Or lack of cleanup, I should say. You scoop all of your beautiful meat out. I'll leave my spoon. By the way, the spoon's coming home with you. Thank you, Rochelle. I'm going to just pick this up and watch this. Through just giving that a real quick old wipe out. And I'm doing it while it's red hot. So, it'll be much easier when it's not. But have a look. In seconds, you've got a spotless bowl. And if you were sitting down to this chili, I tell you what, that's a whole lot better than a can of soup, isn't it? And it doesn't take a whole lot more effort. I tell you what, it's really, really simple and easy to do and beautiful. And if you wanted to make cornbread, you could make cornbread with it too. Now, oh yes, mac and cheese. Watch this, dry pasta. A little bit of butter and cream cheese go in no particular order, by the way.
Okay. Some
chicken stock goes in. A little bit of cheese on top. You close it up and guess what you get? Macaroni and cheese that looks like this in 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
For the grandkids.
I mean, and look at that. It's all with those fresh ingredients too. Nothing out of a box, nothing, you know, powdered, you know, cheese or anything. That's all fresh. Sure. That's what we're talking about. I know we don't have a lot of time, and just so you know, last call in the red. We've got about 5 dozen left in red, and then we say goodbye to this one. You can still get the others, but I don't want you to miss out. These are so great. Something else I was thinking when Chef showed that chili is, like, I'm somebody who can eat the same thing every day, but I know most people aren't like that. They don't want to eat, if I ate it on Monday, I don't want to keep eating it on Tuesday and Wednesday. So for me, like when I make chili, I make a big pot of it. My hubby doesn't want to eat that every day. If I can make just a great portion size, a portion for today, then tomorrow I can make something else. And the next day you can make something else. So you're not, if you had a big multi-cooker, maybe you'd feel obligated to keep eating it until it was gone. This just kind of frees you up. So I keep showing you the red, but if you haven't ordered it yet, go ahead and get it before I let you know it's gone. Turquoise, black, lavender, or cherry are still available. In these last, oh gosh, 2.5 minutes, we're gonna go back to Chef to see more, but don't miss out on yours.
Tamara, here's the deal. I mean, check out this gorgeous little chicken noodle soup that I've made here. I'm gonna go ahead and close that up. Look, you just pour it out. I was talking a minute ago, sorry, chicken noodle soup, minestrone soup. Absolutely beautiful. I've got some little crackers here. So yes, those the beautiful soups that you'll make, they are endless. Your imagination is the only thing that limits you. Watch what I can do here. I can go ahead and I've chosen the bake cycle, okay? Ooh. Now, you can bake cornbread, you can do cookies, you can do brownies, you can do cakes. This is actually a little blondie. You ready for it? Yes. Now, you let it cool. It's going to be really soft. But I just wanted you to see there's a few macadamia nuts in there, a little bit of chocolate in there, and oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean,
if you don't mind, I'm just going to have a little taste. I've got to save the last minute.
Okay.
Okay, I've got to.
Oh, my gosh.
Really hot. Oh my God.
Let me share with you. So I love that Chef showed that blondie, because maybe you're saying, maybe it's 9 o'clock at night and you want a little something sweet. Oh, the red is gone, so I'm glad that you got the red, okay? We still have the others. But maybe it's 9 o'clock at night. You want a little something sweet. You feel a little bit of guilty firing up the whole big oven, waiting for 10 minutes for it to heat up just to make a little something for yourself. Or you pop the ingredients in here, you press the button, you let it do its job, you have a couple of portion sizes, and that's it. No firing up the big oven and feeling like you're wasting a lot of that energy or anything like that. I want you to do it. A lot of you are getting it. I think these make great gifts as well. And they're also good for folks who maybe are not the best in the kitchen, because you can't mess up here. Chef, that's what I love. You cannot do it wrong. You put in your ingredients, a little bit of liquid, you press the button, and you let it go.
Tamara, it is Father's Day in a couple of weeks, and I know I keep coming back to it. It is your last opportunity to see this. I'm so happy with it. It's my pop-up cooler. Let me show you how it works. You can unzip it, and I'll give you a little peek. Look at how many drinks. You can fit up to 40 cans or bottles in there, of course covered in ice. Ice cold drinks, full bottles of wine, no problem. But here's the best part. You zip it up, and then when you want a cold drink, guess what you do? You just pop the hatch, you go straight on in, you get what you want, so you're not letting all the cooler. It is insulated. But look at this. It folds down, Tamara, to that. So when you're done in the park or on the beach, guess what you do? You flip that over your shoulder and off you go. Now watch how it pops up. It's got 4 little clasps, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it just literally pops up just like that. Isn't that so cool? But we're down to a couple of hundred of them. So if you're interested in it, now is your time to go ahead and grab it.
Definitely. Chef, I know our 2 hours are over. I want to say thank you for being with us. Happy 9th anniversary. We'll see you back this evening at 8 p.m. with Shannon Fox. Okay.
Thank you, Tamara. Nice to see you. Bye.
Take care. And you can keep shopping for anything that you've seen in this hour, and even some things that you didn't. What you do is you just go to hsn.com on your computer or on the app, type in Curtis Stone, and you will see pages and pages and pages of cookware and food and utensils and things that you know you've been needing in the kitchen, maybe things that you need to replace. You've got something old and you're saying, I need something better, like that Trivet. You can read the reviews, the customer picks, you can read the comments. Go ahead and take advantage of the free shipping that we've got for you today. And particularly if you want the multi-cooker, go for it. We'd love to send it to you. All right, so I'm gonna stay with you. You please stay with me. We've got Tony Lowell coming up in the next hour. Stay with us.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their skin. The farm-to-skin difference only with Beekman 1802.
It's HSN's Ready, Set Summer Sale. Don't miss sale prices up to 30% off the HSN price and special deals through Monday. Plus, we're celebrating Diane Gilman's 27th anniversary on May 30th with special DG2 offers all day. From fashion, fitness, and beauty to kitchen and electronics, HSN has a long weekend's worth of your favorite summertime essentials. Don't miss our Ready, Set Summer Sale on HSN and hsn.com starts Thursday at midnight.
Well, you're watching HSN, and this whole weekend we're talking to the stars of summer. And what that means is that we're really highlighting some of the biggest stars here at HSN. And one of those is Tony Little, America's personal trainer. He's gonna be with us this entire hour. I'm glad that you're here. I'm Tamara Hooks, and thank you for welcoming me into your home. We've got some really great fitness ideas in a lot of different ways. As a matter of fact, I wanna show